reliable program that gives you all the information you need to know about the power sector, professionals in the industry, electrical products, government agencies, the stakeholders, and many more.
A cool Wednesday it is. It's been a rainy day all through. Maybe the best way to start the program would be to ask, how did the rain go with you? Hope it did not affect you so negatively. But if it did, well, one can only say sorry. And you know, they say different strokes for different people. If you enjoyed the cool breeze that came with the showers of blessing, the downpour, I can only say that you should continue to enjoy, those blessings of Mother Nature. Well, it's your program again, the Power Connect Show, coming to you on your favorite radio station. You know already, that radio that always makes sense, Niger FM 102.7. And of course, you know that whenever you hear this voice, you can attach a name to it, and that name has not changed. It is Ademola Ben Cranston Adegoke. One more thing, when you hear this name, you also expect another one to come along, and that is the one you know as BB Banji Busari. Banji, how did the rain go with you today?
Very well, ABC. We've been warned by all the authorities that we expect the late rains, and they are here. I believe that for those who actually took the advice seriously, they must not be caught napping.
Okay.
ABC, I'm glad to be here, just as I'm always glad to actually connect with our people. Say now we radio. Now we radio. And then our Power Connection. And when you hear the big grammar for ABC, you go say you go hear the pidgin from Banji. And you know what? The combination they make our program.
I've only reminded me of something. When we were young in those days, we usually sang this song during Christmas. Olopa kole muwa odolode lanche. So as it is now, Olopa ole muwa, no policeman can arrest us because we are on the Power Connection. And whether you speak Pidgin, whether you speak Yoruba, whether you speak Hausa, whether you speak Igbo, whether you speak Wazobia, you are allowed.
Then we must thank God for giving us the grace.
Of course,
connecting with our people again. 7 days ago we are here. We did promise that we'll be back. And here we are to give them best. But ABC, I think we should just go straight to the news and tidbits now.
The news and tidbits for the day. This one says, don't turn distribution transformer fence into refuse dump. EKEDC advises public. A co-electricity distribution company has warned customers of the company and the general public to desist from turning the perimeter fence of distribution transformers to refuse dump. The warning was contained in a public notice by the company, and according to the company, refuse inside the perimeter fence of transformers can cause fire, rusting, and other hazards that can impede operational efficiency and service excellence.
So, all right, that said, we'll go for a short break.
Yes, we will.
When we return from the short break, of course, we now introduce why we are here today to our listeners. So,
our esteemed customers, we implore you to avoid tampering with electrical installations around you. Tampering can lead to damage of your appliances and our equipment, electrical fires, electric shock, electrocution, and even death. Please do not engage unlicensed electricians and technicians. If you see an unauthorized or unidentifiable personnel around our equipment, please report to us via our customer service lines on 0708 067 1170 or 0700 123 5666. Or visit our nearest office. We value the safety of lives and properties. This is a public service announcement from a co-electricity distribution company.
Oh yes, you're welcome back, ABC. I say you get one very important announcement.
I get to. Last week we had a parliament session. It was the People's Parliament on the program, and we did promise that whoever that called on the program, honorables, we called them. Everybody that participated in the program last week was an honorable. And we did promise that there must be a sitting allowance of some sort for the honorables that participated. And we promised a gift as a sitting allowance. And all 4 people called on the program. I want to announce that we have sent a credit card we did to everyone.
About 4 altogether.
4 altogether. But 3 were able to get theirs because the other one, as we were sending, it was bouncing back. So we want to announce now that if you are the one that called with this number, 0817-1669-036, that's the number. Please, we've tried to transfer the core credits to your number, and it's been bouncing back.
All right, that's the news.
So let me call the number again so that 081-7196-9036.
Yes, promise made, promise kept. Yes. For those who have received theirs, please call onto the program to acknowledge, and then say a word of maybe gratitude to others, and then to EKDC,
to our sponsors
of this program. So we are here, ABC.
Yes, here we are. Here we go once again. About 2 weeks ago, we started a discussion, and it is on something that is happening globally. Once in the electricity world, and one thing with our sponsors, EKEDC, is that it never lags behind any global move, especially when it comes to satisfying customers. So it is about the standard transfer specification meter upgrade or token identifier meter upgrade. So
we just simply
meter upgrade,
STS.
That is the STS, standard transfer specification meter upgrade, STS. So what is it? The CFO Mr. Esenwa was here, and they did introduce what it was all about, what it is all about. We have another person from our sponsors, EKEDC. She's been here before. She's a friend of the program, a friend of the house. She is the Chief Audit and Compliance Officer of EKEDC, Mrs. Sherry Adegberu. Madam, nice having you again.
In other words, we have yet another apt person.
Of course,
to discuss this issue. She just welcome you to the program.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
And I'm so happy to have you.
We're also glad to have you again. And let's kick off on the premise of misconceptions. We've always spoken about misconceptions about this STS upgrade, but it's not out of place because we can never overemphasize the need to clear those misconceptions. So I'd like to start by asking, can you please once again take us through as address those misconceptions about STS meter upgrade so that we can disabuse the minds of the people against the wrong beliefs about STS? Specifically, the issues. Just a minute, ABC. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is another way to make us cough out more, to pay more for the services being rendered by EKEDC." Is that the motive behind this STS? And then some other misconceptions.
So what is it all about? What is it not about?
Okay, I think I like the first question. So the answer is no. The STS program is free. It's free to convert your meter. There is no charge at all. That's something that we're very adamant about, that it's no charge at all to the customer. Yes, there are other misconceptions. Just to give even a high level, right? The STS2, which I know was spoken to about by the CFO the other day, trying to give a high level, but I'll just repeat that. So the STS2 is really an upgrade of our meter platform. So if you think of it, moving from like a version 1 to a version 2, as you rightfully said, it's global. It's global. It's not just EKEDC, it's not just Ikeja or Kano or Abuja. It's global, not just Nigeria. It is global as long as it's an STS meter. It needs to be upgraded.
So it's not just about EKEDC alone.
Not
it's
at
a
all.
global
Not
thing.
at all. And there's no charge globally.
There is no charge
by EcoDisco.
So some people may be curious to ask,
Okay, no,
why
there is
must
no
they
charge.
actually go into it? Is it
No,
compulsory for ABC? Would you please allow
I
this
just
flow?
want to say that, because, the customer, they want to get to know some things. She has said there is no charge, attached to it. Is there a tariff increase attached to it?
There is no tariff increase. There's no link to the tariff increase at all. There's no link to the tariff increase. So if I can just give a high level, real quick. So I'm the global program manager on this project. So if you think of it like, you did mention the two aspects, the STS2 and the TID rollover. So if you think of the STS2 for 1 second, it's just upgrading the system in which we vend from a version 1 to a version 2. After that upgrade, then we do the TID rollover. The TID rollover is where the meter now has to be upgraded so you can speak to the upgraded meter system. So if you think of it from those two aspects, that actually is what the whole project is about.
It's all about.
Yes. So the upgrade of the system, which is the STS, from 1 to 2, and then the meter needs to be upgraded, which is the TID rollover. So there is no cost to it at all.
All right, well said. I bet the question I asked earlier on was, why must I key into this new the meter upgrade, the STS upgrade? An average user of your services may be curious to find
what is in there for me.
What is in there? I mean, is it compulsory?
Yeah. So as we said, it's globally, right? Then the cutoff is November 24th, 2024, where they are
November 24th, 2024.
Yes.
Oh, good.
All meters will stop. All STS1 meters will stop working. So if we don't key into it, if your meters are not upgraded, you will not be able to talk to our vending machine, our vending system. So it is compulsory, but again, there is no fee. We would guide you along the way, and we will guide you along the way. We actually have all our different stakeholders working on this. With our employees, our vendors, everybody we've brought on board. We will guide our customers each step of the way. But it is compulsory that needs to be done.
The ABC may have something to say on that. I'll come back to that.
Sure.
No, what I'm still talking about, you have said that the deadline is November 24th.
Yes.
Now, talking about deadline, we need to make some clarification here. Is it that after the deadline, if you don't upgrade before that deadline day, you can't upgrade again, or you just won't be able to vend, and probably you cannot do it even after the deadline? Maybe that clarification needs to be made.
Yeah. So as I said, there are two parts, right? Upgrading of the system and then the upgrading of the meter itself.
Okay.
So if you need to vend after November 24th or November 24th afterwards and all that, your meter needs to be upgraded.
Okay.
So if you need to vend, which is where to buy tokens and all of that and utilize electricity, your meter needs
So
to be
in
upgraded.
other words, so if you are not able to upgrade, if for any reason you are not able to upgrade before November 24th, it's not as if you are totally cut off from upgrading. You still can upgrade. It's just that you will not be able to vend. So if you must vend, you must upgrade. Is that the message?
Yes, that is the message, as well as the fact that we're working to make sure that at least all our meters get upgraded, and so nobody's left behind.
Nobody's left behind.
We don't want anybody
to be left behind.
Exactly, to face any obstacles and all that. So that's why we're engaging even with this platform and doing various awareness initiatives across the board. The goal is not to leave anybody behind.
The goal is not leaving anybody behind. You spoke earlier on about guiding your customers through the process. How do you intend to actually do this? Because many people would be interested in making sure that they do not get the deadline does not
or maybe we should have a glimpse of the guide.
So what do you intend to guide them?
Okay, very good question, and I think that's where I give kudos to our corporate communication department. There are a lot of initiatives that are actually going out. So if you think of even our customer base, customer/stakeholder base, our employees are part of it. So of course we need to educate the employees first to understand what they need to do. From our external customers, we pretty much have we're going to have contact centers within the different zones. We're going to have where the customer can walk in, for customers that want to walk in to ask, okay, what do I need to do? And they'll be dedicated to this project so that they can assist the customers there. We have a lot of communication that's going out.
Okay.
On our website as well, we have communication there. Once even the link is actually established, where customers can go and actually get their key change tokens.
Okay.
Because there are 2 sets, 20 digits. We have instructions that would go out through multiple mediums, social media, pamphlets, and pretty much also on our website, where they will have simple and guided instructions on how to get the tokens and also how to update their meters.
On how to update their meters, you've spoken so well, our guest. But before you proceed, let me just let our listeners know that as usual, the way we do it on this program is to get connected with you. It is Power Connection. So the lines to reach us on this program are 020-1515-1027. Another line is 020-1515-2027. The third line is, which is WhatsApp line, 081-001-30349. These are the lines. An opportunity has availed itself that you can talk directly to the representative of our sponsor. That's EKEDC.
Our esteemed customers, we implore you to avoid tampering with electrical installations around you. Tampering can lead to damage of your appliances and our equipment, electrical fires, electric shock, electrocution, and even death. Please do not engage unlicensed electricians and technicians. If you see an unauthorized or unidentifiable personnel around our equipment, please report to us via our customer service lines on 0708-067-1170 or 0700-123-5666 or visit our nearest office. We value the safety of lives and properties. This is a public service announcement from the Co-Electricity Distribution Company.
Yes, it is the Power Connection. The lines to reach us on 020-1515-1027. Another line is 020-1515-2027.
Okay, that is a call out.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I just listened to this number and I'm sorry to call.
Okay. Let us meet you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Faith. I'm calling from Olodia Papa.
Faith from Olodia Papa.
Okay.
The challenge I have is I actually received sometimes in March. They installed it and we were able to recreate that thing with it. Ever since then, we've not been able to load another charge that prepared me. I have written several to this customer care. And each time I write, I keep getting a reply mail that we are sorry for the inconveniences we work on it. I'm talking about since March till date.
Since March, okay.
Since March.
Okay. Please, can we have your number? Can we have your number?
080
331
331 63 87 3.
Okay. What's the name?
Faith.
My name is Faith.
Faith from Olodia Papa.
Olodia Papa.
You want to say anything about that, or do we?
Well, yes, we'll actually get back to her. We'll get back to her actually today and to understand kind of what's going on.
Okay.
But this doesn't have to do with the upgrade.
doesn't have
That's
to do
really
with
some installation and programming. But at least we'll actually get back to you today on this number.
Yes, we will.
Thank you very much for the.
Thanks, Madam Faith, for calling.
Be sure that EKDC keeps his word and they are going to get back to you. Moving ahead now, let's talk about the issue of eligibility.
Yeah.
People, a lot of
that one a big grammar.
You want to take that?
That one a big grammar.
They talk pidgin.
Okay.
They talk pidgin.
Okay.
Now the question be say, now everybody will be your customer. Get the meter wey fee upgrade. And say say a lot of people. Well, first we didn't even ask you what is the size of the customer, the people the meters that have been issued out from EKEDC in terms of the ones that are eligible and the ones that are not.
Do you have
eligible.
any statistics to that effect? The number that will be eligible and the number, you have an idea?
Yeah, so I mean, right now we have over 400,000 prepaid meters. So this affects prepaid meters only.
Prepaid meters
yes.
only. Okay.
So we have about 10,900 or so that meters that are not eligible because of they are not STS meters.
Very well.
That. Yes, and of course the plan is to have those converted to STS meters.
Okay.
So that they can be now upgraded to STS2.
So we are talking about 10,000 meters.
About 10,000. About 10,000.
10,000.
Okay.
So the people that own the 10,000 meters, they probably don't know they are affected by this upgrade.
Oh no!
So how do you communicate to them that these ones are not eligible? These ones are eligible. How do you communicate?
Yes. So one thing I said was that actually we're not leaving anybody behind, and we mean it as an organization. So over the past earlier this year, even last year, they had customers had an opportunity to go and check if their meters were eligible. They got a link and they could check if their meters were eligible or not.
Okay.
If they're eligible, it was noted that it was eligible.
Okay.
If it was not, they got a link to apply for a new meter. Now, what we know that of course not all of them may have had the opportunity to do that. And so we've actually written to them. Our commercial team has written to them. And, yes, definitely, and taking those letters to them, explaining to them that about the new.
Serving them notice.
Oh, yes. I mean, again, our goal is not to leave anybody behind.
Yeah.
So that has been done, and of course, there's communication between them and us in terms of having to change their meter.
So for those who are eligible, their case is different from the ones that are not eligible. Now, for those that are eligible, you've already spoken about it. But I'm curious about even those who are eligible. Not everybody gets the kind of knowledge, the grammar where you go take understand how to upgrade on their own. How do you intend to take them through this so that it can be seamless?
Yes. So I mean, I thank you for that. So one of the things at least you said here. You speak Pidgin English. I mean, you speak Hausa. But yes, it's important. We must recognize that and approach it that way. So even as I mentioned from our corporate communications team, I mean, they actually have different publications in different languages. Exactly.
Oh, good.
There'll be radio jingles. And also, so even for those that don't understand the big grammar. Don't go to Renchi.
Talk to ABC.
Yes, right. At least they will be able to kind of get that information and that awareness from the different forums and all that. We also and on our website, for those that can access the website, they have information there, and at different contact centers in the zones, in the cashier offices, even customer care units. There's going to be somebody there for customers that want to walk in. To say, okay, I know there's something going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do. There's somebody that's going to be dedicated.
Let's talk about some group of people.
Okay.
Whenever any innovation of this nature is introduced, this man has been accusing me of speaking too much grammar.
Continue, we know you.
Whenever they bring this kind of thing, they won't be saying make them lock for corner, make them just hide for corner. Then they won't see how they go
take advantage
of people to benefit them for their selfish interest. How is EKDC guarding against this so that people will not be unduly extorted?
That's correct. Yes.
Or taken advantage of.
So you see, for any project as big as this, now you need to think about risk, and that's one of the risks that can actually take place. So what do you do in them? You put things in place by educating them ahead of time. We must educate the customers on what to do and also make it as simple as possible so that they can understand it. So there are different ways that they can get these tokens to make the change, and that's why having all the different points where they can actually get information is key. I mean, we reiterate the fact that it is free, no cost to the customer. They just need to get these 2 tokens, just like you would, even if you're not ready to purchase credit token. Once you get your 2 tokens, you put it in like you put your normal credit token. When the first one goes in, second one goes in, you're done.
Okay, let me remind our listeners. If you still call, now opportunity be this to ask question 020-1515-1027. The other line is 020-1515-2027. 2027. We get a WhatsApp line 081-001-30349. Ask us about STS upgrade. The question we want me to ask today is, but before that, let's go for a short break.
We implore you to avoid tampering with electrical installations around you. Tampering can lead to damage of your appliances and our equipment, electrical fires, electric shock, electrocution, and even death. Please do not engage unlicensed electricians and technicians. If you see an unauthorized or unidentifiable personnel around our equipment, please report to us via our customer service lines on 0708-067-1170 or 0700-123-5666 or visit our nearest office. We value the safety of lives and properties. This is a public service announcement from the Co-Electricity Distribution Company.
Oh yes, you're welcome by State Power Connect show, and we did here. We have our guest from EKE Diesel. We don't they talk about the STS2 upgrade. The time the clock don't they tick, and very soon they say that November 24 be the deadline. The question me when I want ask me say, person no say he get the ones we no get eligibility now, we no get meter, we feel upgrade. They no say as you talked before, say they go get new meter. Person no say he won't get new meter, but the pocket no match am. You no get money. Say he won't pay school fees first. You know won't get money to buy. So for such people, what's the arrangement for them? And is that a fait accompli, so to speak? Let me speak the language of say whether they don't go fee proceed with the waiting. For those category of people, waiting be your plan for them.
Okay, thank you. For those that their pocket no reach as yet, there's actually opportunity to put them on postpaid billing.
Okay.
When they are now able to at least get the required funds and all that, then they would actually go to prepaid exactly. But what we also encourage is that even if you don't have this, at least put in your application. Start it. At least start it and all that. So by the time you are ready, at least once you now pay, is just
because some people don't they get headaches small say go there's children won't enter school now. I go they go look for money for meter again. So now we know that you can start the application even if the payment is not being made, even if you don't get the money to pay now. Let the application for a new meter be put in. That's a very good one.
Okay, we are winding up the program, but we go give you space or time. We go talk to, because this is not very big issue. Don't talk about. Hello. We get a caller. Let's meet your name. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay.
We don't
know your name, please.
Your name and where you they come from?
I'm calling from.
Okay. And your name? Okay.
I have to start to tell you guys.
Okay.
You guys, I know the way you people are talking about you people should try to take chance. Because this one is saying something. We don't understand this.
Did you join the program midway or you started with us?
Yes, I joined the program.
Oh, maybe that's why you didn't quite get the highlights of the discussion. We are talking about ST. You know, say the meter where they use. EKDC is here in the studio with us, and what they are saying is that by November 24th, that meter is supposed to be upgraded to STS2, so that you can continue to enjoy the services from EKDC. Person and the registration and everything don't they start. So anybody who they listen to this program, the best thing to do now to go and register for this upgrade, so that you can continue to use. That's the topic we are discussing today. Maybe next time you also get more information about this upgrade. Your last word before we go, please.
Before we go, madam.
I think the last word is for everybody to just kind of stay tuned to all our social media platforms and also our website. We'll be communicating
and this program as well.
And this program, Niger FM 102.7.
Now we radio.
So I think that's it, and just stay tuned. If you have questions, reach out to us and all that. But we'll definitely be reaching out to you. Thank you very much.
That's from our guests.
Never can thank you enough.
And very, very rich contribution on this program. We thank you most sincerely for your time and your thoughts on this edition. My name is Banji Busari. Next week is another date. Our connection.
And mine is Ademola Benkranson Adegoke. I see you next week.
Dear valued customer, kindly visit our website www.ekdp.com/STS and impute your current meter number to check the eligibility status of your meter to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter is eligible, we will get back to you, but if it is not eligible, you will have to apply for a new meter, and note that EKDC will reimburse you for the meter over time. If you experience any issues, kindly contact our customer experience team via the email or phone number provided. This is a public service announcement from a coal electricity distribution company.